welcome back to the channel. My name is Davissa. So, you may have already seen my previous video I did using the King Art gel sticks and the stencil to try to create kind of a bokeh background effect. Well, I had someone ask me in the comment section about the baby white technique that I had mentioned, so I thought I would just pop on real quick and do a little video showing you the baby white method for doing that. So we'll get started. I've picked out 2 shades in my King Art gel sticks, and I have the light aqua and mint, and that's what we're going to use on here. Excuse me, sorry. So just do like I always do and put some of this on the palette. I'll go ahead and put some of the mint down as well. So I think I'm going to start with the mint. I'm just going to load up my little oval makeup brush with this color, and I'm going to go around the image, and I think I've probably said this in the other videos as well, but this is completely erasable as long as you erase it pretty soon after you put it down. So excuse me, I am not concerned at all about going on top of the image, so because I will be able to get that off. What is it? Come here. Sorry, my cat's in the background meowing. Since this is kind of such a light color, what are you doing? You're playing with a toy. I am having to load my palette back up a little bit more often than I normally would. But it's not using very much. So, not an issue. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the light aqua. Not even gonna worry about cleaning my brush since I'm blending these together. They are pretty close in color. probably should have picked a little bit darker colors for the video, but hopefully you'll be able to see pretty well. Okay, I'm just going to take this around a little bit more, and then we'll start with the stencil. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my stencil, and instead of moving this around like last time, I'm just gonna lay it down and just do the circles that I see. I'm gonna get my baby wipe. The ones I happen to have are from the Dollar General. They're just fragrance-free baby wipes. And this one I used a while ago to wipe down my palette. But I just wrap a little bit of the baby wipe around my finger, just like this. And I will zoom you in so that hopefully you can see a little better what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to take the baby wipe, wrap it around my finger, hold the stencil down, and you can tape it down if you prefer to. I'm just going to hold it down. And now I will tell you, I only use this technique when I'm wanting this type of background on a PDF. I don't use this, excuse me, I don't use this in my actual coloring books. If you wipe with the baby wipe a little too much, you will damage the paper, and you can even damage the cardstock doing this method too. But so I try to just be careful of how much I'm wiping the same spot. Sometimes there'll be a little bit more sometimes it will have lifted more of the color than in other circles, but I'm okay with that. I like the variation in it. So and the other thing, and I just did what I was getting ready to tell you not to, try not to go over the black line work, because it will lift some of that color, and sometimes it'll smear that color around as well. So I try my best to avoid that. Yeah, like right there, I accidentally went over it, and it has smeared that ink somewhat. What are you doing? Hi, you want to get up here and say hi? Yeah. With this one, yeah, you can see that I've smeared the black ink a little bit right there. So, and then I just move the stencil and continue on. try not to do that. It actually would probably be a good idea to tape your stencil down when you're doing this, just with a little washi tape or something. That'll keep it from moving around on you. There's that side. And then we'll just move down here. Place it back down. Let me move the camera a little bit. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take real quick. But okay, so you just slide your stencil down and keep going, just like we were before. And again, like I say, try your best to avoid any of the black lines of the artwork when you're using the baby wipe. If you want circles closer, then I would recommend when you get up around in here to go in with the eraser. Because otherwise it'll smear that ink from the image. Okay, so I have a Tombow Mono Zero. This works. The electric eraser will work, or even something like this little soft eraser will work. But when you get close to the image, I'll just go in with that. That way you still have your circles there, but you're not getting the smearing from the line art. Okay, just finish going around all these little spots. And lift that up. Okay. Got it. Let's see. Get it off with that. There we go. Now, move this one over here. And again, let me take my eraser over anything where there's a line for the image. So I'm not smearing the ink. Okay. And then go back to our circles here. And you could do this with any other stencil pattern as well. Wouldn't have to be the circles. I just like the effect from the circles in the background. Okay. And then we will move this down. Let's see. That one there. Okay. No. Do this right like that. And of course, like in my last video, you could also go back in and lay color in on top of these circles if you choose to. Actually, when I use the baby wipes, I kind of like the way it looks just like that. And I will zoom out so you can see the whole image. And there it is. Well, I hope you liked this video, and I hope you found it helpful, or possibly gave you some inspiration or ideas for other things that you can do. If you have used this or are going to use this technique, or if you have any other thoughts or ideas you would like to share with me, please leave all that down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. And until next time, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye, guys.